Reporting live from Hypers Club in Atlanta for Comedy Hype News, I'm Symphony. Martin Lawrence was the latest guest to sit down on Sean Stockman's podcast On That Note, where the two would get into Martin's filmography, his favorite movies that he's done, and other career highlights. Now, during the conversation, Martin was asked if he would ever direct another movie again. For those that don't know, 1996, A Thin Line Between Love and Hate was co-written and directed by Lawrence himself, and according to the comedian, that's something he would probably never do again because it nearly killed him.
Now, would you ever direct another movie again?
Probably not. Thin Line Between Love and Hate that I directed damn near killed me. Almost didn't make it through that movie.
That's crazy.
Because I was doing everything. I was acting, I was writing, I was producing. Wow. It was just too much. And I almost didn't make it through it.
A Thin Line Between Love and Hate would end up being the only film Lawrence directed, and the experience was so exhausting and stressful, they'd rather not worry about it. Lawrence would explain some of his decision-making he was responsible for, like the settings and the specific colors on the wall. Lawrence would jokingly admit that was something he didn't care about. On the same topic, Stockman would also mention Eddie Murphy having a similar experience when he directed himself for Harlem Nights back in 1989. Harlem Nights would be the only film Murphy directed in his career too. Now, this isn't the first time we've heard about Lawrence working too hard in his career. In 1999, just 3 years after A Thin Line Between Love and Hate was released, Lawrence was admitted to a Los Angeles hospital after collapsing while jogging. At the time, Entertainment Weekly reported Lawrence was attempting to lose weight for a then upcoming role and had put on several layers of clothing to sweat off the pounds. Unfortunately, that led to Lawrence suffering from heat stroke with a 107-degree body temperature. The incident put Lawrence in a 3-day coma and had him listed in critical condition. A Los Angeles Times article from 1999 would initially report the incident, stating that when Lawrence woke up from the coma, his breathing was aided by a ventilator, which prevented him from speaking. A spokesperson from the hospital elaborated, "He's becoming more and more responsive, and we're very encouraged that he's going to come out of his coma. But this is going to be a day-by-day thing. We'll know more as time goes on." Now, while the movie that nearly killed Martin was released in 1996, his chaotic time on set could have had an effect on him that lasted years. Also, in May of 1996, just 1 month after the release of A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, Lawrence was arrested after running into traffic on Ventura Boulevard in Sherman Oaks, California, screaming, "Fight the establishment." According to the LA Times, a gun was found in Lawrence's pocket and he was led away by police. Clearly, at this point, the stress of the industry had gotten to Lawrence as a lot was on his plate. So what do you guys think about Martin Lawrence's reveal that he would probably never direct another movie again because The Thin Line Between Love and Hate almost killed him? What are your thoughts on that movie? Let us know in the comments below. And be sure to stay up to date with the latest news and comedy by subscribing right here to our YouTube channel. Hit the bell and select all so you can receive notifications to all of our content and not just some. Check out Hypers Club for all your cool and original merchandise and content. And for our YouTube viewers, if you appreciated this update, don't forget you can send us a super thanks by hitting the button below, and you can tip us what you want to show your support. Reporting live from Hypers Club in Atlanta for Comedy Hype News, I'm Symphony.